Good evening, YouTubers. This is Reloading Bench back with you once again. It is an evening of a surprised video. In fact, I wasn't expecting this package until tomorrow based on delivery time frames, but I'm guessing with the holiday rush, they want to get their stuff delivered as fast as possible. So this was dropped off at on the porch tonight, not that long ago, and as soon as I picked it up, I could smell what it was. I quickly opened it. I'm like, oh, it's leaking. Let me get it out of here. So let me get this very scented box out of the way. And I've gone through a number of towels trying to, you can see the solvent is now eating away at what used to be this color is now starting to disintegrate. And I don't know how solvent handles plastic, but you can see the bubbles of the solvent up in here. So I thought, oh, let me just reach out to the Rainforest folks. In fact, that's what I've been doing, is trying to dry it up, because I had no intent of using this bottle for a long time because I have other bottles. This was another too good to pass up. This was a daily deal, and this is a quart, 32 ounces of Hoppe's number 9 gunbore cleaner. And I have, let me go look, older bottles. One moment, please. So I'll call it stacking. You know, when I find stuff at a good price, I'll pick some up. So here's a bottle, same thing. I paid $5.99 for this at a local shop. This one doesn't have a price. And this one doesn't have a price either. So I have a few of them, and I wasn't looking for any more Hoppe's number 9, as I would use these first. But for $6 for a little bottle, based on what I paid for this one, this was $11 shipped for 32 ounces, and this little one is 5 ounces. So almost 7 times. So 7 times 6 is 42 bucks. So for the equivalent of 2 of those bottles, I got product-wise about 7. But the story gets more interesting because once I discovered it leaked. So this was the first time I've ever had anything from the Rainforest folks that's a liquid or solvent that wasn't in like a bag. It was just in the box with a couple little bubble wrap, the green balloon bubble wrap. So I was quite surprised when I saw it, and the first thing I did was check the cap, and it was loose. And I thought, shouldn't this be sealed? And yes, it should be sealed. But for whatever reason, you can see that seal is no longer sealed. So it's got a slight break in there. So between the slight break and the fact that the cap wasn't on tight, I'm like, that's kind of messed up. Again, it's probably 95% full. And I reached out to Amazon on principle to say, hey, can I exchange this for an unopened one that hasn't leaked, because it's going to go on the shelf for storage. Wasn't meant to be used, at least now, because I've got other solvents and cleaners that I'm currently using, and this was meant to be a long-term storage type of purchase. Again, great deal. 11 bucks delivered for a quart of Hoppe's. Can't find that anywhere. In fact, the next time I'm in a store, I will look and see how much a quart is. It's got to be 20 plus bucks from what I recall. So this was a cool deal, but you got to hand it to the Rainforest folks. They have got customer service down. So I went online and I went through the process to do a return. And my intent was to exchange it. Let me return this and exchange it for one that's unopened or still sealed, so long-term storage, and won't have to worry about the leakage factor. And they said, oh, sorry, this item is not returnable, which doesn't surprise me because, again, it's a solvent, and they sent it damaged. So I would imagine if I sent it back, it would get even more damaged with all the hustle, the jostling, and the fact that the seal is no longer intact. But I was able to do a chat with one of their representatives, and they're like, "Oh, we'll just send you a replacement." Like, oh, cool. Oh, let me send you a picture of the box and all the spill and the solvent cap and blah, 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 blah. Nothing. They're like, yeah, we'll send you a replacement. So I'm like, okay, I will gift this to a friend who is potentially in need now, because it is open and the seal is cracked. So so much for long-term storage. I don't know that solvent wouldn't stay good long-term. I'm not a chemical engineer. Let's see if it says anything about other than well ventilated. No, it doesn't say anything about expiration. So if anybody is more knowledgeable on Hoppe's, because again, I'm a fan of Hoppe's number 9, especially the old bottles that I treat as cologne. But yeah, the Rainforest folks did it right. Oops, yeah, our bad, and we'll replace it. Regardless of how much is still left in your purchase. So I call that a win. Thank you, Zon.